Hello and welcome to Four Little Bears. Today I'll go through my Craft Roulette card for Craft Roulette episode 199. Craft Roulette is an online card making game show that happens every Friday night with Miss Mary Gunn Funn. It's an amazing amount of fun and I hope to see you all there. I'll link it down below. This was the card I made for episode 199. It is a slide-out bookmark pocket card. Please excuse the children running around upstairs. So I actually did film this on Friday night, and I'm going to have to make another one because the filming did not work. Something was wrong with my video card. So this one luckily worked. So what I'm going to do here is cut down a piece of cardstock for my card base. And because my bookmark sticks up a little bit from the base, I want this to be around 6 by 6. But because my bookmark sticks up a little bit, I'm going to cut that down by a 1/4 of an inch on both sides. So I'll cut that down to be 11.5 by about 5 1/4. And that way my bookmark will be able to sit up a bit. Now, I'm using acetate for my bookmark pocket. It's not necessary. You don't have to. You could just make a normal pocket. So for me, I'm using some rectangular dies that I have. And one of them is roughly 2 1/4-ish wide. And that's going to be my main window. And that is about the same width that I'm going to cut the bookmark. So I'm going to cut my bookmark at about 2 1/4. And I also have my background piece on here. So this is just printed, and I print my paper on Epson paper. I use Epson Premier matte paper. It's presentation matte paper. It's a really good thick paper that still will go through my printer, and it prints nicely on. These images, so the elephant and the splash, both of those things I got off of Creative Fabrica. I'll link that down below. It's a really great resource. And then for the horizontal stripes behind the elephant, I just used Photoshop and my brush tools and made some stripes and distressed them a little bit. So also on this bookmark, I'm going to back this with a very heavy piece of navy paper. I got this paper from the cardstock store, the 12 by 12 cardstock store. I believe it's called the 12 by 12 cardstock store. It is so incredibly thick and beautiful. So it'll make sure that this bookmark stays really, really strong. And the bookmark is roughly 5 3/4 by 2 1/4, and then the backing piece on the bookmark is just a tiny bit bigger than that. You can give it a 1/4 of an inch more than that. So my backing piece is roughly 2 1/2. Although this one I think I gave even less. So the first one I did even less of a border. I did a 1/16 on each side. So this one is 2 3/8 by 5 7/8. And also on the one I did for Craft Roulette, on the first one, I splattered some gold on the bookmark too. I think it added just a little bit of splash. I did not do that on this one. It's not necessary, but I do like it a lot. Maybe I should have. I'll just cut my mat down for the background. I think I'm cutting this to about 5.5 by 5.5 to fit inside that 5 3/4 with a good border. So the main cutting is done. Now I'm going to take these dies and do a die cut. I'm going to try to center it. Probably spend way too long centering it because when I move this ruler, it's going to completely move. And I'll just run that through my die cutting machine. I'll just use my nesting dies to cut a little frame. So for mine, I'm going to add this acetate with some double stick tape. And I'll just put double stick tape all around here and make my little window. And here I'm just adding that little bookmark in so that I can make sure I'm not going to get glue anywhere where the bookmark needs to be to make my pocket, because I'll end up gluing this straight to the piece. So basically that very top section in the middle, I'm going to leave open. Now, this is how I'm going to line up my piece. There's probably a better way to do this, but for me, I just added double-sided sticky tape to my background piece, and I'm going to literally lay it down the same time that I lay the pocket on, and that way I can try to make sure that it stays kind of where I want it. I'm just going to try to line those up together. If I trusted my centering skills, I would have just centered it, but I don't really trust my centering skills very well. Once that's glued, the pocket should fit right, or the bookmark should fit right down inside that pocket. And now all I have to do is finish out the bookmark. So I'll just hole punch it and add a pretty pink ribbon. I've doubled up the ribbon, but it's not necessary. You could use a single ribbon, you could use twine here, anything you want to finish out your little bookmark. But I just pushed it through and then worked the tails through the little loops and then clipped off those ends. Then you can just slide that right back in. Because I use dark paper, I'm going to go ahead and add a piece of paper for the inside so that I can write a nice little message for my recipient. And then this one I need to make a birthday card. So this one's going to end up being a birthday card. These little ephemera pieces I got these from Creative Path. They are so cute. I love these little ephemera pieces. I'll just make a little ephemera piece collage on the bottom corner and these little hearts up here. So for Craft Roulette episode number 199, project was card with a bookmark. I did a bookmark window card. Colors were bakery colors. For this, I used rainbow cupcake frosting colors. That's what I think about when I think about a bakery. Element, large animal. I used an elephant because even a baby elephant is a pretty large animal. And to add the horizontal lines, I painted those in Photoshop. I think I got the job done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. So guys, if you stuck around this long, again, thank you for watching. I'm so glad that you stuck around. Again, forgive the children in the background. They're being extra loud today. That's okay, they're kids. They're allowed to do that. So yeah, if you stuck around this long, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, share, every little bit counts. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and have a wonderful week.